C'è una luna in mezzo mare, mamma mia, mamma di dare.
Way, welcome back to Luigi's Kitchen. I'm so glad to see you. You know why? Because I don't like to cook alone. Whenever I cook I like to have people around because I like to talk to people, and all I got is the dog. And he doesn't like to talk. He just likes to eat. I know you came to talk to me, but I pretend in my head you talk to me, and I have a good time. And by the way, when you're having a good time when you cook, that's going to make everything taste much better. Okay, also, I know if this is not the first Luigi video you're seeing, you're going to say, hey, Luigi, you look a little different today. I know because I'm wearing new glasses. I'm not too sure about these glasses, but I will see. Now, today we're going to make one of my Mama Rosa's special recipes again. This one is called pepper biscuits. Now, pepper biscuits, that's a black pepper. It's not the hot pepper, okay? And it's going to be the kind of a biscuit that you're going to eat when you're going to have, instead of bread, or, you can eat it with the eggs, you can eat it with the soups, you can eat it by itself. Some people like to eat it with itself with the glass of water. It's like a snack. Okay, so today we start out with 3 1/2 cup of flour. And I like the organic flour. I told you why I like it organic, because I know it's from Mother Nature. I don't like it full of Mother Nature. She knows what she's do. The guys in the laboratory with the coach, they know to improve on her, believe me. Then we're going to use 4 teaspoons baking powder. Not the baking soda. Don't make that a mistake. I made that mistake once many, many years ago. It's a big mess. No, baking powder. So you put in the 4 teaspoons. Then you put in 3 teaspoons, the main ingredient, coarse ground black pepper. You want the coarse ground, not fine ground. You want a nice coarse, a nice thick. Okay, so 3 teaspoons of that. And then finally, 1 teaspoon salt. And I use the pink Himalayan salt, but that's because I like Himalayan salt. You can use any salt you want. Okay, then you mix that around, in the dry ingredients. And then you're going to make, because the next thing you're going to put in is liquid ingredients. So you're going to put in, I make a little well in the middle, because when you make it a little well, then it's going to sit in the center and make easy when you mix it together. So the first thing I do is I put in 2/3 cup oil. And by the way, I use a half a grapeseed oil and half olive oil. And the last thing is you put in 1 cup cold water. Cold, I mean like from the sink. You don't not with the ice. Then you're going to mix with the spoon till you make it nice and start to get the thick. You make it basically, what do you make here? You make a dough. But this is a very easy dough. And then when it's all mixed, when all the liquid and the dry is together, it's going to be kind of rough. You're going to then use your hands. And don't say, oh, I don't want to put my hands into the food. Please, please. You're a chef. You got to put your hands into the food, okay? Now, you see, we're going to knead the dough. I push off with the spoon with my finger, with the excess. And then we put our hands in. And by the way, when you do this, you don't got to go to the gym that day, because this is good for your arms, This is it's an exercise, Now, what this is going to give you is a nice round dough. You're going to see, oh, look at that, see? It's nice and mixed, all mixed in, and you can see the black pepper in there, right? It's nice and mixed. And now we're going to take this and we're going to make it into shapes and put it on a baking sheet. It's going to have a parchment paper on the baking sheet. And the reason you use a parchment paper is my wife taught me a very good lesson. She says, you don't bake with the sheet. That the baking sheet itself that you put on is going to get sticky. And when you got to clean, oh boy, it's like you got to really use the elbow grease, you knock yourself out. Okay, next thing, we're going to shape this into the shapes that we're going to put onto the sheet, and that's what this shape of the biscuit is going to be. Some of them are going to be a little stick, some will be a round, a twist, some I'll show you. We're going to have fun. I'm going to make the first shape first, and that's it. I take you can take as much as you want of the dough to make it this shape. You can take a half, you can take 1/3, whatever. And I take the dough, I put it on the cutting board, and then I roll out like this. And I'm going to make a little log. It's going to be maybe 1.5 inches thick. And as long as you want, because you're going to start, this is a log you're going to slice. That's just going to be one shape. You're going to put the 2 different shapes. I always make 2 different shapes. So one is, well, maybe 3. Now that I think about it, 3. One is a stick, one is a twist, and one is a slice. And then it is the separate special one I make, I show you. And then we started to cut with the knife, maybe a half inch thick each one. And then you put each one onto the baking sheet like this, and make it. Maybe you put about an inch in between. They're not gonna get too big, and they're gonna be like a half moon shape. And then if you got a kids, they're gonna like this part because let's just say your name is Luigi or Louis or Joe or Bob or Al or Steve. Not like Aloysius. That's not good because it's a too big a name. I take and I make it my name out of the biscotti because I put it on like this and I make a little letter L. See how easy that is? And the kids are going to love it because they're going to make it their name out of this. This is going to be a lot of fun. And then I make it the U. And by the way, this I take out about maybe 1/2 teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons at the most to make it a stick. Now this is stick. See, it's a stick. I can make it this a stick just like this. And it can be, the stick is the shape or it can be part of the name. Either way. And the third way, so you got the slice, you got the stick, which is easy. And then I make it sometimes at the twist, which is I roll it between my hands. And then I take it and I make a twist like this. See? Those are the 3 shapes. And now you're going to say, Luigi, that's it? Yeah, that's it. And now you see, look at that. Now you see, you can make it the kid's name. My name is Luigi. Or you can have the twist, or the slice, or the stick. All of the shapes. This is what makes it fun for the kids, and you too is going to enjoy it. Okay, here we go. Into the oven, middle of shelf, like a middle of shelf, 400 degrees, 15 minutes. And making sure it's not too long after that, because these can cook very quick. And then we're going to take them out and flip and put them back in 15 more minutes. Okay, now the 15 minutes is up. We're going to take them out, and they're not going to look very dark. They're going to look like light, not brown, because now you got to turn them over, and you're going to flip them because the brown is on the bottom. They're perfectly beautiful brown on the flip side, and then you're going to put them back into the oven, another 15 minutes, and then they're going to be done. Now, one more thing that I didn't tell you. This recipe is to make, that's just a part of the dough. This is going to make maybe 2 trays, or maybe 3 trays. It depends upon if you want to make the kids' names and they're going to take up more room, that's going to be maybe 3 trays. But usually if you just to make it with the stick or the twist or the slice, that's going to be probably 2 trays for the one batch. That's all you're going to get. And that's going to be plenty. Don't worry. They're a very nice, beautiful, golden brown. And look how beautiful, huh? There's the Luigi. And there's the twist, and the stick, and it's gonna smell. Everybody's gonna love these biscuits, even the dog. Look how he waits.
Can I have some, please, Luigi?
Sorry, Rudolfo, this is not good for you.
Oh, you're not fair.
No, I'm not a bad guy, please. I love my dog, but if he eats these biscuits, it's just no good for him. And when I take him out for the walk, oh boy. So don't give these biscuits to your dogs, okay. Wait about 15 to 20 minutes to cool off. Then the way I serve is I put them in the bowl and I put them at the table, and then the people they can eat. And they're going to be a little crunchy when you eat them. And that's what they're supposed to be, a little crunchy, a little soft. People love it, the crunchy and the soft. If it's too hard, you may break a tooth. If too soft, it's too mushy. So this is just right. This is my Mama Rosa's original recipe. She gives it to me, to Cousin Luigi. Cousin Luigi gives it to you. And now you're going to be the chef in your own kitchen. Ciao.